Hello and welcome. This is Ananda, and this is our first group healing session. And the intention is to just clear and transmute everything which stops us from really shining our light. And that means really being ourselves and being confident that what we're saying is what we really mean and what we're doing is really what we want to do. And we have complete and utter love, compassion, and belief in ourselves. So I've already listed some of the things which I thought we may require some help with. But if you find that there's something which is missing from that list, which I've put on the Patreon page, my Patreon page, please just set the intention that they are included as well. Because intention is really key in all sessions, basically any sort of meditation, any healing, any sort of work that you do. Okay, because it sets the stage for you. It gets the energy ready to help you and to assist you in what you need at this time. So as I said before, that all these sessions are alive, so you can use them at any time. You can use them over again if you like. I would suggest you don't do them for more than once a day, and it might be appropriate as well to give yourself a little break, perhaps of at least a day, to integrate, perhaps for some awarenesses to arrive as well, so that you can make full use of this session. So thank you very much for being my patrons. It's wonderful to create this for you and to co-create this with you as well, because even though we're not seeing each other, I'm not doing this over Zoom just yet, we are connected through our energy, through our high selves. Okay? So that is the intention, that we are connected through our high selves. Okay, and this is the part of yourself which is really devoid of all negative ego, which is completely wise, is all-knowing. It's like your pure soul energy, basically. It's another expression for it. So you need to decide whether you will enter into this session seated or lying down. You could stand up at any time if you wanted to, and if you wanted to, you could sway back or forth, or you could sway in a cyclical motion in whichever direction, if you feel that's what you might need to do to help the energy to flow a little bit more. So you don't have to be seated absolutely still or lying absolutely still either. If you need to shift position, please do. So if you are going to remain seated, just ensure that your back is completely supported, because we need to try to keep it straight, and you also need to be comfortable. Okay, so just ensure as well that all the phones are turned off and no one's going to disturb you for about half an hour or more or so. So just close your eyes, take your focus to your breath, and start breathing in deeply. And start breathing out. And let's do this for a little while. And with every in-breath, just express all your appreciation to yourself for all that lovely oxygen that you're flooding your cells with. And on the out breath, just be very appreciative as well that you're letting all this carbon dioxide out in the most efficient way, and it's easy as well. It's wonderful to be able to breathe. So let's just be appreciative of that. And with every breath that you take, your body is feeling more and more relaxed, more at ease. And I would like you, because we always work through the heart, to start to think about your family, whom you love very much. Think about how much you care for them. How much joy they bring you. How much fun you have with them. And if you'd also like to start to think about your most favorite place in the world, and it could be a place in nature, it could be a beautiful building, and start feeling what this does to your chest. You may find that it feels more expansive. It starts to feel warm. If it feels a little bit achy, it's because your heart's trying to open more. So just breathe into it. Breathe into the center of your chest. Take your consciousness into the center of your chest. This is where all the magic occurs. The brain and the mind are wonderful, but it's the heart which needs to be our compass. So breathe into your heart. And as we do so, we welcome in all your family of light, all the angels you work with, all the star beings, the spirit animal guides, the energy and the consciousness of this planet, the consciousness of our sun, the high selves of the trees and the plants, the flowers, as they flood the space, circle upon circle around us, creating the most beautiful and appropriate and perfect vibration so that we can heal and let go of all limiting beliefs and thoughts which we may have heard from friends, from family, anything also from the ancestors. Perhaps they had horrible experiences when they spoke up, or if they were just expressing themselves creatively through dance, through poetry, through art, through painting. Perhaps they suffered death, torture, and this comes through to us and creates a fearful vibration whenever we think that we want to do something like this or do something different. So just breathe into your heart. All our angels and all our family of light are holding space for us. Indeed, they've been holding space all this time. And we have never been alone. And we are never alone. There's so many beings of light around us, especially at this time, because there's such a potential for rebirth, positive rebirth. So breathe into your heart. Breathe into the center of your chest where your heart chakra is. Te amo no so ne ke amo. And now we're going to breathe a pure soul energy into our hearts as well. And you may perceive a particular color which you believe is you. That's wonderful. And may I suggest also the color gold. So bring those colors or more into your heart center, in the center of your chest, with each in-breath. And on the out-breath, let it pour into the whole of your body, to the rest of your body, flooding it with light. All this color, all this gold is liquid light. It's liquid gold. And you may perceive your heart center, your heart chakra, as a beautiful rose or a beautiful lotus or peony, or perhaps it's a sphere of light. And with each in-breath, you're breathing in more and more of your own soul energy into yourself. And as this happens, it helps to transmute and clear all the ancestral pain from both your father and your mother's side, all the way down to the first ancestors, clearing and transmuting all the pain and the wounds and the suffering and the trauma of truly expressing and being themselves. And as we do this work, it helps our ancestors. It helps them so that if they decide to return, to reincarnate, to incarnate, there's less pain and less suffering. And when we do this work, we do it also for our immediate family, for our children. So keep breathing in. And letting go. Sinking into yourself. This beautiful light. Sinking into your own pure light. And as we let go of all the old limiting thoughts, all the old restrictions, there's more space in your cells for your own soul energy. It's not full of what everyone told us to do or expected of us. So flood all your cells with your light. So from your heart, let it pour into all your blood, all your organs, your entire skeletal structure, all the bones, the bone marrow, the joints, the cartilage, the skull, all the glands, the pineal, pituitary, thyroid, thymus, the stomach, the liver, the organs as well, the lungs, the heart, pancreas, spleen, kidneys, the adrenal glands, the sexual organs, sexual hormones, down from your skull, down your spine, to all your bones, down all the way through the hips to the feet, even to the tailbone, to the toes, to the heels. And this light, your light, floods all the cells of your lymph system, all your muscles, the brain, the frontal lobe, the left and right hemispheres, into the brain stem where there's a lot of subconscious stuff, subconscious thoughts. So it floods that as well, down your entire nervous system in your spine and through the whole body, down to your tailbone and through your whole body, down into your digestive system as well, large and small intestines, bladder, perineum. Suana Eana Sa Hana Ho Eana Sa Ea Ho Nasa Sea Yea Ho Yea Ho Hanaso So just continue to keep breathing as this brings more and more of your pure soul energy into your body, as more and more which is not yours is shifted out. All the old vibrations, the old negative mindsets. I can't do that. No one in my family has done it. Why would I even want to do it when no one else has done it? Am I trying to prove something? And sometimes the questionings come from being questioned. And maybe being questioned in a very derisive way when we were young. Or about how we look when we're teenagers. It's not appropriate to dress like that. What will the neighbors think? So, it's time to let go. Time to let go of everything which is not ours. And therefore, as we're supported doing this and releasing, transmuting with every in-breath, more and more of your soul energy, your pure soul energy is anchored in you. And it's easier for you to access your creativity, access your dreams, the next project you'd like to do. How you will expand and and evolve in the most positive and beautiful way. Which maybe if you're worried about whether it will benefit your family, if you follow your heart, ultimately it will. And let us support each other in doing so. For I believe that's when all the true wonder, magic, and beauty is created. So take a few deep breaths. Let go. Breathe in deeply. Let go. And breathe in deeply. And just let go. And let us just sit in this space for a little while longer, just to give us a bit more time to really clear out, really transmute some old heavy stuff which is not ours. And even if it is, to just let it go. Just let it all go. And to be transmuted into gold light. Soha no go Kusenaka. So we ask that our Akashic records are cleared and transmuted, rebalanced, and our spiritual beings are rebooted. And another way is just that we now allow our left and our right sides to work again together, because it's now we're all new. We've released a lot of stuff. So the left and the right side work together in a completely new way because we are new. And the right and the left side now work together in a completely different way because everything is new now. Same goes with the front and the back working together in a completely different way. And the back working with the front in a new way. And above and below as well, working together in a new way because it's all changed. And below works with above in a completely new way because so much has changed now with us. Within and without work in a completely new way because we've shifted so much. And without works with within in a new way because we've changed. So we thank all our family of light, the angels, the star beings, the animal spirit guides, the energy of the sun, consciousness of this planet, and the trees and the plants for supporting us on this journey here on Earth. We thank them. And thank you as well for joining me in this healing. And I hope it helps you so that you believe in yourself and your abilities and you shine. You shine your pure starlight, glorious, amazing, magnificent. So we're going to start to come out from this healing and this meditation. And I'd like you to concentrate and focus on your breath and feel how your physical body responds to each breath. You can hear my voice, but is there anything else you can hear? Are you getting visuals or images in your mind's eye? Can you taste something in your mouth? Is there a smell? And can you feel your clothes on your skin? Or can you perhaps feel a change in temperature? So use these to connect you back into your body. Come straight back into the space where you began this session, either sitting, standing, or lying down. Oop. I'm clearing as well. Don't worry if you burp or fart. It's a good sign that things are moving. What we want is for things to be in flow, not to be stagnant. Okay? So really feel your back on your bed or your sofa, and your butt on the seat, your back against the cushions, or your feet on the ground. Use all the senses to anchor you into the here and now. And before you open your eyes, perhaps place your hands over them and then open your eyes behind your hands. And when you've become accustomed a little bit more to the light, you can part your fingers to let in a little bit of light. And when it's okay for your eyes, then you can remove your hands. So thank you very much for joining me in our first monthly group session healing. And do post comments if you like. Be wonderful to get some feedback. And please don't do this when you're driving or if you need your full attention. Mustn't do that for any meditations. You really have to make time for it and be at home, or be in your room where you're not going to be disturbed, because it's time for you. Okay, well, thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. Today is the first day of Mercury retrograde, so it really does require us to communicate from the heart, because it affects all communication. It affects technology as well. And I'll be creating, I think what I will probably do is I will probably create a gong bath on the solstice, which is the 20th. And there will be a meditation for the moon cycle on Sunday as well, and the eclipse. Okay, so thank you once again. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Namaste. Bye-bye.